What is Medicare? Medicare is health insurance for people that are 65 or older, or you could be under 65 and eligible for Medicare due to disability. Not just because your doctor says you're disabled, because you've officially applied for Social Security disability, been approved, and in most instances you have to wait 2 years before you're eligible for Medicare. So in general, we say Medicare is for retirees, for seniors, people 65 or older, but you could be in your 40s, you could be in your 30s and be eligible for Medicare. So Medicare is health insurance. People get confused between Medicare, healthcare, and Medicaid, aid. So Medicaid can be healthcare for people under 65 with low income. Medicaid is financial assistance for people with low income. Now there's about 10 million people that have both Medicare and Medicaid. So I'm going to talk specifically about Medicare in this video. So Medicare is health care that you qualify for because you've worked. You've worked and paid in. Out of every paycheck, they take some of that FICA payroll towards Medicare. If you were a stay-at-home mom or your spouse qualified for you. So as long as your spouse worked at least 10 years, they don't have to be consecutive, which is 40 quarters. You get 4 quarters a year. So you have 40 quarters, you qualify for Medicare. What does qualify for Medicare means? That means at 65 for most people, Medicare Part A is already paid up. You paid that up when you were working or your spouse was working. Medicare Part B, you will have to pay for. What is the difference between A and B? A covers everything in a hospital. B covers everything outside the hospital. So that's easy. A and B is, Sylvia, is that all I have to remember? No, there's a lot more. But A and B is the chassis. It's the foundation of Medicare. You need to understand A and B. A, everything in the hospital. B, everything outside the hospital. Doctors, labs, x-rays, oxygen tanks, hospital beds. Now there's a Medicare Part C. That is Medicare Advantage. That's private Medicare. You're getting your A and B administered through a private insurance company. And that's typically going to be an HMO plan. There's Medicare Part D, and this is the end of the alphabet soup. D actually makes sense. Medicare Part D stands for drug coverage. So now you understand Medicare. A, B, C, and D. That's the foundation. Okay, now there's holes in government Medicare that people fill with private insurance. Medicare supplements, and there's a whole bunch of different lettered plans of supplement plans. Then you buy your own drug plan. And then there's all different types of Medicare Advantage plans. So let's go back to A and B. In the hospital, out of the hospital. Medicare A has a deductible. So you would pay $1,700 if you go into the hospital. Medicare Part B pays 80% of your doctor visit. You pay the other 20%. That sounds pretty good until you think of a scenario where you're really sick and you're seeing a lot of doctors and going to a lot of therapies and having chemotherapy and radiation and physical therapy, and that 20% can add up tremendously. So most people will choose to buy a Medicare supplement plan, also known as a Medigap plan, to fill the holes in government Medicare A and B. Or they go with Medicare Advantage, which takes Medicare A, B, and D and rolls it all together into one plan called Medicare Advantage C, Medicare Part C. So stay with me. You have a lot of choices. There's no one way to choose your retirement. Everybody's Medicare looks differently. The plans that you will choose, the different puzzle pieces that you will buy will be based on, 1, your health, your need, 2, your budget. Try to buy the best in health insurance that you can afford and expect it to go up and expect there to be changes. So we like people to start with a Medicare supplement plan, and then as that goes up in price, and it'll go up double digits every year, whether you use it or not, that they start to consider either moving to a lower benefit Medicare supplement plan, so they'll go from a G, maybe to a high deductible G, or to an N. Typically, they just go straight from a Medicare supplement to a Medicare Advantage HMO plan. And then some people are on a Medicare Advantage plan for many years, and they realize, oh, my friends are getting sicker. I've been healthy. I'm healthy enough to go back to a Medicare supplement. I think I'd like to take refuge there. So there's a lot of movement in your health plans in your retirement. That's not how people expect it. They think, okay, I'm ready to retire. I'm going to do this, be done, stamp, file it away, and I'm done for retirement. It doesn't work that way. Medicare supplement plans never change. The benefits cannot change. If you choose a Medicare supplement plan to supplement your original government Medicare A and B, you can keep it for the rest of your life. But it goes up double digits every year. Medicare Advantage, on the other hand, changes every year. The benefits change every year. So not just the prices within the plan change, but the actual coverage. They might no longer cover dental, and the dental was the reason you bought it to begin with. They can change that each and every year. With a Medicare supplement plan, you can go to any doctor and any hospital in the country. You want to go to Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins, Cleveland Clinic, yeah, just go, book an appointment. They love when you walk in with a Medicare supplement plan. They get paid faster, they get paid more with less red tape than if you try to come with a Medicare Advantage plan. Now, unfortunately, Mayo Clinic was a bad example because they're no longer accepting any Medicare Advantage plans for 2026. And most of those centers of excellence types hospitals, they don't take many Medicare Advantage plans if they take any. So with Medicare Advantage plan, you have a network. You're always trying to decide what hospital and what doctor will accept your insurance. And again, that is a moving target that is changing. So like I said, your choices might be very different than your sister's choices who lives in a different state. Now, Medicare Advantage plans are different from county to county, from state to state. Medicare Supplement Plan G benefits are the same from county to county to state, which makes it seem like it's very simple. But the prices are different and the state laws are very different. So if you live in New York, your Medicare supplement will cost you three times as much as if you lived in Tennessee or Kentucky. Same benefit, same Plan G, maybe from the same insurance company, but very different prices. Medicare Advantage can be very different prices and very different benefits just from your county to the county right down the street. Very different. If you buy a Medicare supplement, that means that you will buy your own drug coverage. You'll buy a standalone Part D plan. Now, they no longer work with agents on Part D as of October of 2025, so you will go to Medicare.gov on your own, self-service, type in your drugs to enroll in a standalone drug plan, which will also change every year. Now, the little secret is when you buy a drug plan, that insurance company doesn't make very much money on a drug plan. So they will market to you, I shouldn't say mercilessly, I'll say aggressively. They will aggressively, not mercilessly, market to you, call you, email you, and try to get you to switch to their Medicare Advantage plan, which is much more profitable to them than their Part D plan. So just know that when you decide to choose a Medicare supplement and a standalone drug plan, that comes with the drug plan, that they will come to you and say, we don't make that much money. It's kind of the same on their Medicare supplement plans. Most insurance companies have three arms. They have their Medicare supplement arm, their Part D drug arm, and their Medicare Advantage arm. They make the most money over here with this arm. So with the Medicare supplement, they still might be emailing you, calling you, sending you postcards saying, hey, I'm glad you like your plan, but you might like this plan better. So be prepared for that type of marketing from your own insurance company. Again, we can answer questions about plans, about plan changes, about what's available in your county, about prices. We're licensed in all 50 states. We're a third-generation family business. That's why we called ourselves the Medicare Family. If you want to book an appointment, you're getting ready to start Medicare, you have questions about Medicare, go to themedicarefamily.com. It's a little yellow button, schedule your appointment, and we can help you. If you just have some simple Medicare questions, email us. Hello, Hello, at themedicarefamily.com. We'll be happy to help you. I do a lot of videos talking about Social Security, estate planning, taxation. We can't help you with those other topics. You'll have to go to an estate planning attorney, an accountant, or the Social Security Administration. But when you have questions about Medicare, we're here ready to help you. And again, our help is free. We're independent contractors for the insurance companies. If you learned something today, please share it with your friends. Your friends need to know this too. They are in the same boat with all the confusion. Like, share, follow, subscribe. I would appreciate it. Thanks. If you like this video, you might really like this video. Check it out. And we'd appreciate if you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a great video. We put out one every week. Check in the description below this video for a link to our cheat sheet on Social Security and Medicare. And you can also give us a comment. If you have a specific question, always feel free to call us or email us at the Medicare Family.